The Habs were in Boston to take on the Bruins for game 2 of the season, and the results were not as good as in game 1. It's time for Habs at Night. Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Habs at Night. All right, so game 2 of the season, Montreal in Boston. In game 1, Montreal had their home opener, and they beat the Leafs. The hated Leafs. 1-0 in it was kind of like a little bit of both. They weren't great defensively, even though there was a shutout, and they were able to get one goal and hold Toronto the whole night. And it was, it was really fun to watch in game 1. Game 2, not as fun. Not as fun. So what I'm going to do is I'll give you, I'll go over the game, give you some, my thoughts on it. Go over the goals and all that. I've got the stats loaded up from the game. We'll take a look at that. And let's just get started right away. The Boston Bruins hosted Montreal for their home opener tonight and were able to do what the Toronto Maple Leafs were not able to do the night before, and that was to exploit Montreal's sloppy defensive zone play. Because on both nights, Montreal was very sloppy in their own zone. Trouble getting out of the zone. It was better. I found it was better the first game, and this has been a problem for Montreal for a little while. So it continues right now at the early part of the season, and we'll see if they can get that fixed up. While they didn't have as many shots, the Bruins on goal as the Leafs. Leafs had 48, Boston had 29. The Bruins didn't have to face a focused on his game Sam Montembeault, and instead scored 6 times on a less than stellar Caden Primo. Caden Primo last year was really good, surprised the hell out of me. It's the first game of the season for him. I'm not really worried about it, but he wasn't great tonight. Primo had a difficult night, giving up the 6 goals on 29 shots for a .793 save percentage before being pulled for the extra skater with 2:49 left in the game. He should have been better on at least, I think, 3 of the goals, and was saved from a 7th goal against in the first when Boston's opening goal was called back due to some goalie interference. It wasn't like it was, a friend of mine, Cam from the other channel, he's a Bruins fan, and he thought it was very soft and it wasn't really goalie interference. It was still goalie interference, and the call was good, and I have no problem with it. Montreal opened the scoring with a Brendan Gallagher power play goal. He deflected a Yoel Armia shot down and with the shaft of the stick and past Hudson. I'm not sure if it went through the 5-hole, but it got through. Excuse me. Hudson got a secondary assist on that, Lane Hudson. Charlie McAvoy would tie it up 3 minutes later on the power play before Caulfield would get his second of the season from the side of the net, collecting a goalie shot. So goalie took a shot from the line, and it got to the side of the net. Caulfield just gathered it up and then just tucked it in to the corner. Let's see. Hudson also got an assist on that one. So 2 assists in the game for Lane Hudson. And he's played 4 NHL games, and he's got 4 points in 4 games so far in his career. Mark Kastelik, that's the hated Mark Kastelik from the Ottawa Senators. Was it last season or the season before? Arbor-Jackeye wiped the floor with him in a fight. He was traded along with Korpisalo in the Allmark trade. And he blasts one past Primo from the high slot. Primo, I thought, should have had that one. I really thought he should have had that one. It tied it at 2. Hang on. It's late at night. I'm not going to edit that out. Elias Lindholm made it 3-2 and that would finish the scoring in the first with 1:37 left on a tip-in from a Zadorov shot and a Pasternak feed to Zadorov. And that would do it for the first period. 5 goals in the first period. An exciting, I found fast-paced, Physical. First period. The first period was great to watch, even though we came out of it down by a goal. And then the second period was a bit of a tamer affair with a slower pace and not much really in the way of offense or physicality. Not really much of anything, to be honest with you. A lot less than in the first. And that was until Pasternak would score on a slap shot from the slot on a feed from Zaka to make it 4-2. And that was with 4:04 left in the period. So first 16 minutes of the period, it's just not much happening. The Bruins, I don't know his first name now, Kepke. It's over there somewhere. Puts the game out of reach. Less than a minute later, poking a puck under Primo's pad. So he didn't really have his pad down fully. He was able to get his stick there and poke the puck through it. And, that's another one that he should have stopped. That was Kepke from Beecher and Carlo. And just like that, this game looks over for Montreal because it's 5-2 at that point. And Montreal didn't look like they were going to be able to get 3 to tie it up, let alone 4 to win it. Habs were being outplayed in their end. So this is by, the end of the second. Down by 3 and less than stellar Caden Primo. It's a nice way to say it. He didn't look fully confident. There was something off. Give him a few games. I think his confidence is going to come back. And he's going to play, the way he was playing last season. I don't see why that wouldn't be. A lot of people in my chat for the live stream, they were really shitting on Primo a lot. And I had to tell them, listen, for all you guys shitting on Primo here and really being nasty, later in the season when he's got his game going and he's playing really well, I don't want to see one of you saying, oh, I love Primo. I don't want to see that. I said that to them anyway. We'll see what happens on that if they do. I do believe Caden Primo is going to get his game together. It's one game. One game, first game of the season. I'm not worried about that. If he's, if 5-6 games into his season, he's still playing like that, I get it. But one game in, I'm not doing that. The Bruins, Kepke. I read that. Habs being outplayed. There you go. And I read that too. Now, Habs being outplayed in there and down by 3 and less than stellar Caden Primo. And Montreal's in too deep a hole to climb out of, right? And they didn't climb out of it, but they came close to. The third starts with Primo still in the game and not replaced by Monty. And I wasn't sure. Monty had played the night before. Maybe you didn't want to bring him in, in a game that looks like you're going to lose anyway. And I guess that's how they were thinking, and they left Primo in, maybe hoping he'd get his game back in the third and get his confidence back that quickly. We'll see. I don't know if we'll find out if that was what their thinking was. I didn't think Montreal was pushing back hard enough to come back, quite frankly, after that second period where it was very mild. They didn't have a lot. It seemed like maybe they were tired from playing the night before. So I didn't think they had it in them, really. It didn't look like it. Let's see. And, I was just hoping for one more goal. Like I had said that in the stream. Just get one more goal. Come on. So I didn't think they could really do that. But I was wrong. 9 minutes into the third, Josh Anderson tips a goalie shot from the line past Swayman. And it was hard to tell. You look at it, goalie's goal, and then you can see from different angle, definitely Anderson tipped that down very kind of slightly, but enough to beat Swayman. So so it's they're only down by 1, I believe, at that point. No, they get to within 2. See, I'm confused now. I didn't write that down. Oliver Kapanen gets his first NHL point on the play, and Montreal has something to build on. No, Galley gets another goal, so it makes it that was their third goal. It gives them a little bit of life, I kind of thought they might get another goal pretty quickly after that. They didn't, but 6.5 minutes later, Galley it gets Montreal to within one goal with his second of the game. So Galley starting off really well, 2 goals in the game, playing Galley hockey, really looking good, I thought, tonight. Let's see. So he snapped it was a nice pass from Evans from one side. He was a little behind the net up to Galley, who was at the circle on the other side, like midway up. So a nice pass from Evans and a snapshot by Gallagher. And he beat Swayman. And now things are interesting. And then it goes like poof. The air goes right out of the balloon. 17 seconds later, Mark Kastelik gets his second of the game from a bad angle, too. And it was like a fluky goal. Kastelik's attempted pass through the crease, because there was another guy on the other side, was stopped by Primo's stick paddle. But Primo had it, I guess, twisted a little bit, and it deflected right up into the corner of the net. And then, boom, 6-4 Boston with I don't remember what the time is. I should put that up there. I know I didn't show you any of that stuff, but I'll get to it. Kastelik's goal with 4 minutes left. And then, like a minute later, Brad Marchand takes a really stupid delay of game penalty in the offensive zone. So he's skating in just over the line, and he kind of flips the puck and purposely flips the puck into the netting. So that's out. And it doesn't matter where you are on the ice. If you purposely flip the puck out of bounds, like out over the glass without it touching the glass, you're going to get a delay of game penalty, and he did. So it was 2:55 left, I guess, in the game. So we're down by 2, but there's a penalty, so it's a 5-on-4 situation, and it's like less than 3 minutes. You pull the goalie, you're up by 2 guys, right? So 2-man advantage. Habs don't score on the 2-man advantage. I don't know why they don't. So they pull Primo, and it's 2-man advantage, 6-on-4, and they can't get the job done. And frustratingly, it's game over. So my takeaways from this game: Habs need work in the defensive zone. They've got to improve their play. It's sloppy. They're running around, and they got to be able to get that puck out cleanly with 1 or 2 passes, carry the puck out, but get it out cleanly and quickly, and they're not doing that. It's a problem for them. It's at least the 3rd season, if this continues like that it's probably longer, that they really can't get the puck out of the zone at times, right? They were a little better in the first game, but not this game. Primo should just shake this game off. Just shake it off. Is that a Taylor Swift song? Shake it off and just move forward. And, it's in the past. First game of the season for him. I don't think it's a problem. If it carries on, sure, but I don't think one game. So shake that off, move forward. Don't worry about it. Power play may already be better with 2 power play goals in 2 games. We'll see. Still early, obviously. But if they can, get 1 or 2 power play goals a game, it's going to be a decent power play to a good one. The PK has given up only 1 goal in 2 games, and I don't know. I think it was 5 attempts for Boston today. I don't know how many in the first game, but that's pretty good so far. Fingers crossed. That needs to improve over last year. Maybe it has. Oliver Kapanen was decent in his first NHL game. I'm going to be fair. He was decent. At times, I thought, he looked really good, had good quickness, but I don't think any better than that. But it's something to build on for him, right? First NHL game, got an assist. That's got to help his confidence for the next time he's in there. And we'll see how that goes. It hurts to get hit by an Arbor Jack Eye shot. It was, what's his name? Kastelik. I think it was the first period. I think it was a slap shot by Jack Eye from the point, and Kastelik takes it, I think, somewhere around his ass or his leg. It hurt. he had to get out of there and go off. You could so we know Jack I can fire a puck through a net. So that's pretty strong shot. You don't want to be in front of it. Brendan Gallagher still has gas left in the tank. As I was saying before, 2 goals, galley hockey. He's still got gas left in the tank. Good to know he's got 2 seasons left at big money. And, if he can play like that, even if it's third, fourth line, he's earning his contract. You can argue that. If he plays like that, I'm not saying he's going to get 2 goals a game, but play like that, he'll have success. I think that he's earning his contract. And maybe he can get through the 2 years. Who knows? Lane Hudson needs to be on the first power play unit. He needs to be on the first power play unit. I don't know when they're going to do it, but I wouldn't wait too long. I think he's ready for it, and I would put him there. I mean, that second unit is really kind of dog meat, and he makes it work. It makes it look pretty decent to the point where they were playing the second unit for the first 30 seconds instead of the last 30 seconds. So I think that's because of Hudson. Cole Caulfield, Lane Hudson, Brendan Gallagher, Caden Gooley, and Yoel Armia are all on an 82-point pace in an 82-game schedule. Yeah, it's only 2 games, I know. All right, next game is Saturday at home to Ottawa, a revenge game. We haven't beat Ottawa much in the last 3 seasons. So, hopefully they'll do that. Monty will start, I'm sure of that, on Saturday, and hopefully we'll get a better result. Monty, let's put it this way, if Caden Primo is struggling like that, and that continues a bit, Monty's going to get a lot of starts. I think for sure you're going to see 50 starts, maybe 55 starts. So they're going to lean on him. He's going to start Saturday. We're going to beat Ottawa. Go Habs, go. It was still still hockey tonight. And they pushed back a little bit at the end, and I'm glad to see that. And that's it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Give a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And that's it. I'll see you for the game Saturday. And then I'll be doing another one of these right after the game. Hope you enjoy that. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out, and thanks for hanging out with me this late. And if not, you'll see it in the morning. Just thanks for hanging out with me. Ciao, everybody. Go Habs, go. Hope I didn't scare you.